Rod, someone wakes up and they feel they've slept wrong. What's that about?
I hear this a lot. People go, oh, yes, I slept funny. And if they're really saying, oh, I've woken up and my neck's bad. And it goes back to what's really going on in your system. Because if you wake up and your neck's bad, then it just begs the question, well, how does your neck work? How does your whole spine work? Because your neck problem could be your neck, or it could be your pelvis, or it could be from your foot. And if you have imbalance in your system, and then every so often you're just going around a problem, and then occasionally you run out of road, well, that's when you go, oh, I slept funny. And then the next day, if you haven't run out of road, you'll think that everything's fixed. Well, you've got things that aren't working very well, and they're only getting your attention occasionally because people think the pain is a good guide, and pain is actually a really poor guide, because it doesn't tell you how well things are functioning. It just tells you if you're in pain or not. And then if you are in pain, if it's not a lot of pain, you'll just get used to that. You'll think, oh, I'm getting old. So if someone says that they've slept wrong, it really says to me that they've actually got a problem that has a long history to it. Old injury, there's almost certainly old injury there somewhere, and it could be a really long time before. It could be from being born, it could be from being dropped as a baby. I think that's very common. Babies get dropped, everyone freaks out, the baby is okay, and which is great, but is the baby okay? Well, who checks the baby? You know, I mean, I check babies. Or people have accidents, fall off the push bike, get smashed playing football. And the bruises go and everything's fine, but maybe it's not. So that's what that's about. Intermittent problems where I didn't do anything. Well, there's something wrong. There's something wrong, and checking it out is really a good thing to do.
It's funny you say that. I played rugby in high school, and I had a couple of scrums and some rucks where I thought, oh, that felt a bit bad. I was young, and you bounce back, and now sort of mid-30s, all those little things that happened back then are starting to come back. And stiffness in the back and knee ailments all just starting to compound later on in life.
I couldn't have put it better myself. Exactly. So being checked, you see that. So being checked, it's like, how are my finances going? Well, you go to someone who's good at finances. How do you get your car that's broken to work? Well, you go to someone who's good at that. So how's my spine going? Well, you take it to someone who's good at that. And at some point, it's kind of a maturing thing, I guess. At some point, you think, oh, I need to do that. And I get checked around my birthday because I'll remember, because I'm at an age where it's pretty important to know things. You don't want to wake up being a diabetic one day, because that doesn't happen like that. There's a whole genesis. So it's the same story. Being checked, if you've got an intermittent problem, then there's something going on. Yeah, good to find out what that is.